Hi, and welcome to City Happenings. I'm Mayor David Black. Planning for the city's 150th anniversary is underway. Hear from the Papillion Community Foundation's Executive Director about the celebration and how you can give input. The Recreation Department hands out its annual Papillion Race Series Awards. You'll hear familiar names. And the Papillion-La Vista Schools Foundation supports the local school district in many ways. The Foundation Executive Director tells us how. Please enjoy these stories next in City Happenings for the week of January 28th.
Thanks, Mayor Black. Papillion prepares for the city's Sesquicentennial. There's an executive committee leading that charge.
Judge Bob O'Neill is the chair. Andy Rickley from the Papillion-La Vista Schools is the vice chair. Brad Eckhoff is the treasurer from Pinnacle Bank, and then I'm the secretary.
A 25-person committee is also part of this process.
That's kind of a mixture of some of the older families like the Shucks and the Frickies and Bob Olson and the Fredericks, and so some, and then some business people. So we have, Tony Gay from Midlands Community Foundation. We have John Erickson from the Papillion-La Vista Schools Foundation, and just really good. We have some young professionals, Ashley O'Neill from Sign It. So we've really tried to get a good mixture of those people that are from Papillion to try to kind of steer how this celebration is going to go.
There is yet another larger group that gives input.
Obviously, the mayor is very passionate about, and the city are very passionate about the 150th. The faith community, all the civic and nonprofit organizations, individuals. So it really, that large group is open to anyone in town who wants to be part of the planning. So we kind of have three groups set up right now.
Give your thoughts and input at the next open meeting. On
February 5th, which will be at the Papillion-La Vista Community Schools District Office at 5:30 on that night. And so it's usually about an hour, but that's really open to anybody in Papillion who wants to come and be a part of it.
The city's Recreation Department recognizes the overall winners of this past season's Papillion Race Series.
The 2018 race series consisted of a half a marathon, 10K and 5K. That was in May. The Mayor's Triathlon in July. The last try and that was the Summer Kids Triathlon in August. And then the Sumter Twilight Dash, a 10K and a 5K in October. You notice there were a couple of missing from the normal series, which was the Twilight Criterium and the Duathlon. There were some scheduling conflicts, but we believe the Twilight Criterium will be back this year. We've had a total of just shy of 1,100 participants in those races. 997 of those from Nebraska, and that represents 42 different cities. So you can see people traveling in, so an intra-state tourism component. But we had just shy of 100 participants from 22 other states. And I think we talk to participants every year of, you just happen to be in town, right? No, we came here for this. The states represented this year were Alabama, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. Pretty impressive. We have a point series system that if individuals participate in each event they participate in, they can rack up some points. And if they participate in all of the events, they get some additional points. And then depending on where they performed in their overall male, female, first, second, third, fourth, there's some points in there too. And then the accumulation of the points determines the overall series winner. And we want to recognize them tonight. But one that we really want to recognize is our volunteers. We every year consistently get a lot of comments about how people love to come to Papillion for the event because of the quality of it, and that comes down to the volunteers and the planning. We've had over 300 community volunteers, different civic organizations and individuals that help out, aid stations and setup, but then a lot of city staff helps as well, the Recreation Department, Parks Department, Public Works, Police, and Fire. So again, we couldn't do it without the city's help and sponsorship. So the 2018 champions, these names will be very familiar. Youth age group 11 to 14, Danica Bentley of Papillion. And again, 1,100 people, 42 cities, and 22 states, and the overall winner is Papillion. So Danica, thank you very much. Danica completed the 5K course in the Papillion Half Marathon, the 5K course in the Sumter Twilight Dash, in first place in her age group. Youth, age 15 to 19, Aaron Stahl of Bellevue. Again, has kept it in Sarpy County. This is the third year in a row that Aaron has won it. Completed the 10K course in the half marathon, finished first place in his age group. Completed the Mayor's Triathlon, second place in his age group. And the 10K course in the Twilight Dash, finished first place. And the fun thing about this one is he actually finished the overall series with his mom and dad. The overall female is Sarah Stahl of Bellevue. Again, third year for winning. Completed the half marathon, finished first in her age group. The Mayor's Triathlon, finished third in her age group. Completed the 10K at the Twilight Dash and finished first in her age group. And the overall male, there's a common theme. It's a Stahl from Bellevue, Nathan. So again, son, husband, and wife. Half marathon, Mayor's Triathlon, third in his age group, the 10K course and the Twilight Dash, and the overall male winner. Guys, thank you very much for your commitment to our race series. And people are not aware, Tim is the staff professional that it all falls under, working for Lori. So Tim, thank you for everything you do as well.
The Papillion Schools Foundation is more than 3 decades old, helping the local school district in many ways.
With one central mission, and that's to provide additional opportunity for the students of our district that wouldn't happen any other way. We have a board of directors, 31 members of our community and our schools that guide us. We have a staff that is every day wakes up with one mission in mind, and that's to provide this opportunity.
This is not something that the foundation can do by itself.
We do it in concert with our alumni, our community leaders, our parents, and our staff, both retired and current.
Erickson emphasizes the importance and ability of the foundation staff.
Our staff are our heroes, so we're the biggest cheerleaders for what happens within our schools. So the first and foremost, Tori, we need to share the good news. Our schools are doing wonderful things every day in the classroom. It's making a difference for children, and we have to share that good news.
While what's currently happening is important, that's not all.
We have to share the future, the strategic agenda that Dr. Rickley and his team has in place. And let me tell you, it's amazing with skilled trades and STEM on the horizon. We just passed, the Board of Education submitted, and the community reaffirmed a bond issue that provides baseline funding for these centers of excellence within each of our high schools for the skilled trades. It's amazing. Our foundation has taken that charge to help partner and respond to Dr. Rickley and his team's interest in reaching out for support of that key area.
The foundation sponsors 15 ongoing programs that make a difference to local students.
Scholarships for graduating seniors, to outdoor ed for our 6th graders, to learn using nature as the classroom. Ann Danner had that dream many years ago, one of our Hall of Fame educators. And we honor that today by supporting outdoor ed.
There is also a student emergency fund to help those who need it.
We have our social workers keep close to those families who need the most basic things, food, a pair of jeans, a pair of gym shorts or sneakers for gym class. Things that we don't think about every day, but means the world to these families.
The program includes help with utilities,
so that the heat's not turned off, or a gas card to get to a job interview for mom or dad. Our social workers identify those children, and our foundation has a fund to provide that relief, to remove the barriers so that these children can learn every day.
As you heard earlier, don't forget to give your input at the city's Sesquicentennial open meeting on Tuesday, February 5th. It's at the Papillion-La Vista School District office at 5:30. There are lots of ways to stay up to date with what's happening in Papillion. You can find us on Facebook, follow the City of Papillion on Twitter and Instagram, or watch our YouTube channel. Information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org. Or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.